As I was sitting there listening to speeches, I looked around this wonderful room, and I know we'll have a chance to see some of the other rooms in this state-of-the-art Boys and Girls Club, number 2000 Boys and Girls Club. I thought to myself, I see all that steel, I see all that cinder block work and electrical work and air conditioning work, and it takes about this much stuff to make a jail. It's about what it would take. And that's what we've been doing too much of in recent years. We've been using this kind of material and treasure to build jails, to put our children in eventually. No other civilized nation in the world has as many people in jail as we have in jail. So we need more mentors. We need more places like this, where the community comes together and says to the young people of the community, and especially in this neighborhood here, we care about you. Because you see, what these young people are seeing, not just a nice place to play basketball or in the computer room to run a software program. They don't see steel and cinder blocks alone. What they see are people who care about them. What they see are people who love them. What they see are people who have expectations of them and about them and will not let them fail. We do not have anything more important to do than to protect youngsters like this and put them on the road to success. The choice is very simple. We either build our children or we build more jails. It's time to stop building jails and get back to what we know how to do as Americans, and that's to build our children.
Hello there. Welcome to our children. Today we have a special treat for you, and I want you to meet, and I know you know this young lady. Her name is Aisha Sekou. She's going to be the host of this show and many others to come. So say hello to Aisha Sekou from Street Corners Resources.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine.
Great. I'm happy to be here at the Boys and Girls Club. This place looks really exciting. And it looks like some great things are going to be happening here. So I'm really excited, especially because this is here in Manhattanville houses.
Yes.
And so we know that anything that goes on here is much needed. And so I'm glad to be here and be a part of what's going to be happening here.
Well, thank you. I'm going to let you continue to talk because you need to tell the people what you do in Manhattanville.
Okay.
It's really important to you, and I know why.
Okay.
Let them know why. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you. Hi, I'm Aisha Sekou, and I'm here at the Boys and Girls Club in Manhattanville, and I'm looking forward to us creating some additional programming here with young people, creating film and actually creating a talk show where young people will be involved. I'm really particularly happy to be here because there's been a major takedown as a result of some of the gun and gang violence that we've seen in Manhattanville and Grant. And we're hoping that we begin to continue some of the work that the Boys and Girls Club has been doing and adding to it so that we eliminate some of that idea and that stigma around gun and gang violence. My work in particular has been working with young people who are affiliated or at risk for affiliation. And I believe that there is greatness in our young people, and all we have to do is have opportunity for them to do some other things, and we can see them manifest their greatness. And we expect some great things to happen here. I just finished talking. Yes, so we have someone here, as a matter of fact, from Manhattanville Boys and Girls Club, and he's staff here. So I'm going to let him talk about what you've been doing here. I'm here with
Trevin Thompson.
Trevin?
Yeah.
Okay. Wonderful name. There's a couple of things I want to know, Trevin. People have been saying, in light of all of the violence that had been going on and the major takedown that has happened, that there aren't opportunities here for young people. Can you tell us a little more about what's available to young people?
Basically, there's many opportunities definitely here. What I want to stress is that the programs that we have for the teens, they're free. It doesn't cost a thing. So teens are around the age 13, 18 can come in, sign up with us for Boys and Girls Club, and take part of our programs that we have for them. And what those programs are, or what they help with, is teach them diversity, building character, leadership, and whatnot.
Okay, so what are some of the programs in specifically? Say, for example, a young lady, what kinds of opportunities are here? What could she participate in?
Well, we do have a program called Smart Girls, and what that means is how to as when the girl's growing up, she goes to change or whatever, teaching about her self-respect for her body, and also other decisions that she'll make in life. Make sure she'll make them important, good decisions, and important decisions as well as she's growing up and becoming a woman.
Okay. Yeah. And so, in addition to Smart Girls, are there other things? Can girls play basketball here?
Yeah, I mean, whatever the boys do, the girls can do too. There's no problem. Basketball, sports, eating healthy habits. We have a healthy habits program. We have a Artist of the Month program. Basically,
wait. I'm going to slow you down. So the healthy habits. Okay, so tell us about healthy habits. What does that entail?
Basically, creating a healthy lifestyle for the teens.
Okay.
So
when you say healthy lifestyle, I don't know why I automatically thought of food, but it sounds like it encompasses more than that.
Well, food is the main focal point, but also exercising, stretching, being active, at least exercising for young kids, 30 minutes, a day or whatever, instead of sitting in front of the computer or sitting down inside, cooped up for a while. We want them to stay active. Be active. So besides being active, we want them to eat right too, because it's not enough just to be active and move around. They also have to watch their diet and their portion size too.
Okay, that sounds great. So now you were mentioning another program. I want to just kind of take it by activity by activity, so that the community is clear that there are things going on here for young people. Could there be more? Always. But that there are some things that young people can get involved in. What else is available?
Well, besides healthy habits, we have our Artist of the Month, which is a new program, by the way. But basically, they create artworks based on a theme that is submitted from National Boys and Girls Club. There's a theme for every month. So this theme that we had for this month was freedom. What does freedom mean to you? So they'll create a work of art, maybe painting, drawing, sculpting, a collage, based on what freedom means to them. And we'll enter their artwork into a contest along with others, and hopefully they get a chance to win $500 of a U.S. saving bond for them, and $500 for the club they represent.
Wow, that sounds great. I don't remember anything like that in the Boys and Girls Club when I was young. Wow, that sounds exciting. Do you have any of the work that was submitted? Do you have anything here that you can show us?
Yeah, I actually do. Kind of got a little... I got a little damage, but this is just one of them.
This is nice.
This was,
people in the lounge chairs.
Yeah, this is from last year's theme, which was summertime.
Right, okay. Wow, this is beautiful.
Yeah, so
this is from the summertime theme.
Yeah. So basically, I would say, basketball, sports. That involves, even though it's just bouncing the ball, it's a lot more to that. With basketball, you have to have discipline. You do need to plan ahead, not with just planning or what strategy you want to, strategies you want to implement on the court, but also planning of getting your schoolwork together, getting your grades up, knowing where you want to go, academically with school, So, yeah, that's it. I mean,
Great.
While at school, I mean, I told all my teens, make sure your grades are up, you do well in school, then you play ball, It's not just about ball, Make sure, school is very important, number one.
Well, one of the things we know that if they become professional basketball players, that they have to know how to count money.
Yeah.
and read
It's
contracts.
funny that you bring that up too, because we have a program called Money Matters. Exactly helps them with that. Exactly that. We even had some people from the Bank of America. A representative came from Bank of America, taught the kids about investing in money, saving account, checking account, open.
Right, wonderful.
Yeah, the fundamentals of saving money.
Wonderful. A lot of young people, they want to be famous rappers or they want to be famous basketball players. And a lot of times, young people are not clear about the business side of that. So I think it's a wonderful thing that you all have the bankers come in from of America and other people to teach young people about money. Because percentage is a big part of what happens on the contract. If you don't know percents and decimals, you can be taken for a real ride.
Yeah.
That's right. So, is there anything else we need to be thinking about in regards to activities here with young people?
Another activity. Oh yeah, definitely. But also another activity that I love, by the way, is called Drama Matters. It's basically Drama Matters.
Drama matters.
Yes, it's just getting the kids more open and building their self-esteem around others, opening up their creative minds and allowing them to harness that creative side to them and just channel out in front of others, because a lot of people are shy to stand in front of an audience or even a group of people and just to talk or do something. But with this program, it helps them get comfortable with that. Starts off with a small group, and once they get comfortable with it, once they know they can do it, they can do, go out to the real world and actually try it out, Yeah.
We're going to go meet some young people. Are there any other programs that we need to know about?
Besides, we cover Money Matters, Healthy Habits, Artists, and
Basketball.
We do sports. Well, basketball would be one of it. Another one, a sport that you may not have heard of, is called Smack Food.
Oh, tell me about it. I don't know about
I actually have. Let me. What is it?
Smack Food?
Smack Food.
Oh, like FOO, Smack Food. Okay.
This was introduced in the summer last year. By the way, we have a summer camp for 6 to 12-year-olds at our other boys and girls location. So this was introduced to the little kids. It was a hit with them. I brought it over here. The teens loved it. Basically, it's not badminton. I mean, you can think of it that way, but you don't have a racket. Your hands is your racket. Basically, you have chips here, and it's real bouncy. So once you hit it, it flies in the air. So you can use any body part, your hands, chest, head, hit it to the next person.
So the idea is to have this bounce, hit
Exactly.
it maybe off your head, your elbow or something, over to your partner.
Right, to the next person.
And how do you score points?
Well, I mean, you can make that up. The rules can always change. But yeah, you can be, if you miss one, that's 1 point taken away.
Right, so the idea is to keep this going in the air, back and forth.
Yeah.
And not letting it hit the floor.
Yeah, well, what I did with them, we had a group, and we all worked together to try to reach up to the last letter of the alphabet. So it couldn't fall on the floor the whole time. So every time we hit it, we say A, then B, C, and so on.
Right. So
Yeah.
you have to get to Z without letting it.
Yeah. The highest we got was K. We did like over 20 times. It's very fun, but even though we didn't get to Z, it was fun. They all had a blast with it.
That's the idea, is to have a good time.
Exactly.
People are working together on the common
Yeah.
goal. Sounds like
It's
fun.
easy to play a game and be by yourself, but when we play a game with them, I want them to be comfortable with others. So they have a fun time. Be like, they can say to themselves, you know what, I have fun with this person, this guy or girl here. They're not so bad or whatever.
I think it's wonderful, and I think the wonderful thing is that young people learn how to play a game together in a time that young people usually play games alone, and they usually stay in their homes and play video games.
Yeah.
And this is kind of old school, so to speak. We play games together, and we
need to bring a lot of the old school back, because new generation, new school is just bringing them further apart. Lazy in some aspects, but how it was then, like just going out, making your own game outside, that you was more active then, But there are comebacks, trying to bring that back, like the 360 Connect, a little motion sensor, get you moving, or the Wii,
Okay.
stuff like that. It's still great. Even though you're playing the game, you're also exercising too. So that's good.
Wonderful. Can we get an opportunity? Are we going to meet some young people?
My sister was a legend, man.
To the killer, man. They're gonna catch you, boy. They're gonna catch you. I'm telling you.
She ain't
They're
deserve
gonna catch
this.
you.
She did not deserve this. You can't tell me
18
nothing.
years young.
They lovingly called her Chicken.
Bop on her step. That's why they call her Chicken, little bow-legged.
18-year-old Tayshana Murphy. She was a rising basketball star until her brutal murder Sunday. She was shot in the chest, the hip, and the hand while trying to protect her little brother, Bam Bam.
She was very loyal. Like, if you was her friend, she always had your back no matter what problem. If you was arguing with somebody, she was always there for you.
Reports indicate that Bam Bam was mixed up in a violent feud between the people from Grant House and the Manhattanville projects. When the two suspects couldn't find him, they took their anger out on Chicken. That's according to her cousin, Pierre Walton.
It wasn't no drama. She was never into no extra. She just wanted to live life. Like, that was her.
Outside the building where she lived, candles lit the floor and a box of chicken.
It's hurtful to know that you would take an innocent person's life and just like think that it's a piece of trash to throw it away. Like, basketball was her life.
The talented star was ranked by ESPN as the nation's 16th best point guard in her class. But the gifted athlete also had a record. 2 previous arrests that were sealed and another for third-degree assault. Despite the runnings with the law, number 15 had a bright future. She wanted to land a college scholarship and play pro basketball. Chicken's girlfriend Tay was too emotional to speak. She just held a memento of them together. Police have yet to locate and arrest the suspects. If you have any information, please dial 1-800-577-TIPS. This is Maria Sandoval for the New York Post.
Wannabes, meaning young kids who want to be, vow to join violent crews. Meaning that they're going to join, that they're saying they down. And not one of them said it. I was there. You see why I'm upset now? Derek, you see that? Why I'm upset? I'm upset because they're trying to label these kids as gang affiliated. You want to say something?
Was it a white person?
Absolutely not.
She was Jamaican and Jewish.
Right, you remember she talked to you, right?
Jamaican and Jewish?
Yeah, her mom is Jamaican and her father is, what'd you say?
Nah, I always say that why has to be a white person? Not every white person. I know white people don't like it, but it doesn't mean that it has to be a white person taking the picture. It could be Spanish, it could be Asian.
Black.
It could be a black person and another black person.
Right, or it could be a person who's trying to get
A name picked up.
No, but you're right, Derek. You make a very good point, and I'm going to tell you why. Because
People make money.
Sometimes it's self-hate. Sometimes it's an opportunity to make money, to look good. Stay with me, Derek. Sometimes it's an opportunity to look like to create a story, and I think that's what she was doing. What I really think she was doing was creating a story. Not that she hated you all, or young black men. She was trying to get a one-up and get a good story. But you're not getting it at the expense of our young men. And that's why I told Mr. Gilchrist, I said it would be great if we could go talk to young people, because we know that this is not the truth.
She got the wrong part.
She what?
She's more than something that's way up there.
Right. So the picture wasn't even taken. Good point.
Once I park is way down.
Yeah, we went to the one side, that's 120th Street, I think is where we were. 23rd, 22nd Street.
Yeah.
But,
I
right,
mean,
so
it's not even the right neighborhood.
it's not even the right neighborhood. I didn't even realize that.
projects.
It's not even the projects. Good point. Good point. Not even the projects, not even over here, but she's saying Morningside, but with a picture that comes out of here, right? And not just that, she's saying that these young people want to be gangbangers. And you know these little kids, and you said it's not true. So,
And tell them why we're here, trying to get them involved with this kind of stuff, so we can get you to tell your own story and give them the real view of what kids are like in Manhattanville.
Right. So that's why we came. It's so that people can see that there are positive young people doing positive things.
So when they're donating to the Boys and Girls Club, they're donating to the Boys and Girls Club to supply intelligent people like yourself. So we can have a facility available to you when you come out of your shell. You know what I mean?
That made Derek a little bit upset with that picture in that paper, though, didn't it?
Good. Good. Now you see why we're here. You want to say something now?
He said enough. I think he gave his little 2 cents, right? And I appreciate that, Derek. Because I don't want people thinking that you are not intelligent, because you are. And that every young man here wants to be a gangbanger. Get that door, Lisa, behind you. So let's go right here and talk with, say your name again? Darren. So Darren, you can give feedback on the article. 2, tell us about you. And then outside of basketball, because I know you love to play basketball, you can talk about that. But I want you to tell us something else that you're doing. You started talking about that, so. And I'm going to ask you all to be quiet in the background. Thank you.
My name is Darren Horn, and I'm 16. Yeah, I lived in Manhattanville for about 8 to 10 years. I don't know how long I've been living here, but I love basketball, and I like to draw, and I love playing piano. When I seen the article in the deli on the corner, it got me kind of upset, because I know all these little young kids, and like, I know none of them are like that. Like, I see them every day. I play basketball with all of them all the time, and I believe that picture was taken out of context, fresh off the indictment of all like 100 and something people that got indicted. So I just feel like this lady had no idea what she was talking about, and she just wanted to get a story off some nonsense.
So tell us about who you are. Tell us about your greatness.
My greatness is basketball. I'm a very good basketball player, and on the court and off the court, I feel like I'm a very intelligent young man, but I'm kind of humble about it. I play the keyboard and the piano. Play on and off for about like 4 years, and I feel like my school encourages me to go to college, and I think that's where I'm headed. And I know it's every young kid's dream to go to the NBA, but it's a 1 in a million shot. But I'm gonna try to make it. And if I don't get that, then I'll see what I'll major in college. But for now, basketball is my main focus.
I like that, and we know that along with basketball goes education. So I got the 411 that you checked your grades today, and why don't you tell us about that?
My grades for the year, I had 3 B's and 3 C's. That was for the yearly. So quarter 2 I was on the honor roll. A couple other quarters I slacked a little bit, but overall I didn't fail anything. So I'm pretty excited.
You know, I'm excited too, because I know that if that's what you did, not trying hard, that if you tried hard, no slacking, you could be on a roll every quarter, right? Okay, so what could we expect to see for the next school year? Tell me what's coming, because I got a feeling that we need to follow a few of y'all and just kind of see what's happening year after year. You think so, Mr. Gilchrist?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, because one of the things we're determined to show that there's greatness here. So go ahead.
Next year, I think that I try to get on the honor roll, maybe like at least 3 quarters if I can. It's a little hard. Next year's gonna be even tougher with SATs and all that. But I also be playing varsity basketball, and I'm to try to excel at that as well.
Okay. So you said something about playing piano. And one of the things that I like is that there's jewels and then there's the unexpected treasure. And I always know every room that I go in, it's a treasure hunt. I believe that there's treasure in the room. So it's something different. You come in as basketball players, we got an artist, we got another artist, and now we got a
pianist.
There you go, say it again.
Pianist.
Yeah. So tell us about that. You play piano.
Since 7th grade, when I was in middle school, I had a music teacher, Mr. Bonarsi, and he taught me how to play drums and piano. I wound up excelling so much that I was gonna apply for Juilliard, but I wound up like missing the date for the audition. I didn't get to go, but I still kept on playing, and my music teacher this year told me that I was the most talented piano player they had in school. So I was pretty excited about that too.
Mr. Gilchrist, in this part right here, we got to get him playing the piano.
Oh, I love it.
So we got to figure out how to show up somewhere at your school for a few minutes and catch you playing the piano so we can put it in here. Because by the time those folks that write this kind of stuff see it, see, there's more than one way to kick somebody's behind. It's another way, right? Because the Daily News they'll be called on this.
How many of you would be interested in coming down to the studio and learning TV production?
Oh yeah. That's at Manhattan Neighborhood Number. You can learn how to produce your own
That's what we're
television
here
for
for.
free. Yeah, and that's okay. So then we're gonna work on
You learn how
that.
to use the camera, you learn how to talk on the camera.
Derek, you want to say something? Speak. For the ball, he want to go. Just hold tight. Ooh, he's reading. I got this, I got that. I got a guy who just came home, did 27 years. And he went in when he was 17. And all he talked about was how all of those years he was in there and he wished that he could open the door and go out. He wished that he had really understood how powerful he was. So I just tell you that to say, don't sit back on yourself. When somebody introduced themselves to me, Aisha, what is it that you do? I'm ready to tell them who I am and what I do, and I'm way older than you. You understand? So act like you are the most important thing in the room.
Of sins that most church folk